Hello, Class 8. Welcome back to another session of computer class. This is your Avijit sir, and today I'll be presenting you the topic spreadsheet, functions, and charts. What is chart? A chart is a graphical representation of data in which the data is represented by symbols. Visual presentation of data is more effective medium of communications. So when we write the data, that particular data is converted in the form of graphs. Why? Because visual, when we see something, then it is more effective and useful, and it is easy to understand, and moreover we can remember it for a longer period of time. It makes it easier for user to quickly understand comparison, pattern and relationship among large amount of data. Elements of chart. So today we'll focus on elements of chart. The first element of chart is chart title. It is the title of the chart. It helps in understanding what the chart represents. So this is the picture of the chart title. Now you see, this is the area where we type the chart title. For example, if you are told to create a report card of class 8, then this is the place where you are going to type the chart title as report card class 8. Okay, so it makes the user understand what this graph is all about. That is the main purpose of typing the chart title. Okay, next element is x-axis and y-axis. Now data being represented on the horizontal x-axis and vertical y-axis. Now if you see the elements of charts, you can see one is x-axis shown and one is y-axis. So this horizontal axis is called x-axis, and the x-axis is divided into two parts. The right hand side represents positive values and the left hand it represents the negative values of x-axis. Similarly, if you see the vertical line, it represents y-axis. The top part represents positive x-axis and the bottom part represents the negative numbers of y-axis. And this is the place where you are supposed to plot the graph. Next element is legends. It identifies the data series that is represented. A chart may represent more than type of data series, and each data series is displayed in different color palette. Now if you see the picture, you can see the bottom part. This is the square box that you are seeing. This is the legend, and in this legend it tells us what each color represents. Now if you can see the data here, now you can see there are different countries. Now these different countries names are plotted in different colors. Now here blue color is for Cuba, maroon color is for Mexico, green color is for France, and a violet color is for German. Now it helps us to understand at which particular country's sales is more than the other in the month of say June, July, August and September. So legend is very important, and it can be depicted in the bottom, in the right hand side, in the top also. Anywhere you can put the legends. Next element is data label. Value of data for each plotted point. So you can see the picture, you can see the different phone names are there, or company or brand is there: Android, Apple, Windows Phone and BlackBerry. Now if you see, the data label is exactly telling how many phones is sold in the particular month. Suppose if you ask me, Android phone, how many phones are sold, you can see it's written 110. That means 110 phones are sold of Android company. So data label exactly displays the exact amount of numbers. Okay, so these are the data labels. Next is number 5 element is data table. Now it displays the values of each plotted point, usually displayed below the plot area. Now if you see the picture, you can see there's a down, there is one table form is there, and in this table you can see rows and columns are there. These are the rows and these are the columns. Okay, now you can see this is the legend, and in the legend you can see the blue box, and the blue box represent batch 1 and the maroon box represent batch 2. Now if you see batch 1, you can see the y-axis representing sample length. So batch 1 blue is 10 length, 10 millimeter length, and batch 2's height is 30 millimeter length. So by seeing this table, I can directly tell what is the length of each batch instead of seeing the graph. So this helps us to quickly tell what exactly the graph is showing. Okay, and this is the chart title, and this is x-axis representing test number and y-axis representing sample length. Next element is grid lines. The horizontal and vertical lines forming a grid or small boxes, square boxes in the plot area. Identifying a data point in the chart becomes easier with grid lines. Now you see there are so many horizontal lines and vertical lines, and when they join or intersect each other, they form square boxes, and these boxes are called grids, and the whole grids are known as grid lines, and this is the place where one have to plot the graph. Okay, next element is plot area. The area containing the chart, grid lines and axis is known as plot area. Now if you see the picture, you can see the three important things are the axis. This is the axis, x-axis and y-axis, and this is the chart that is drawn, and these are the grid lines. So these are the three important things which you will see in the plot area. So this particular area that you see is the plot area, where we can see axis, x-axis, y-axis, the charts and the grid lines. Next is, and the last element is chart area. It is the entire area containing the chart, plot area, legends, titles and data table. So if you see the picture, in this picture you can see this area, as just now I told you, is the plot area, where you can see the x-axis and the y-axis and the charts. Okay, so this is actually the plot area. So plot area is also there in chart title or chart table, and you can see the data table, you can see the legends, you can see the chart title. So all this together you can see exactly in the chart table, and this is the place where we actually create the charts or graphs. So I hope everybody understood it clearly. Hope you all have understood the lesson. We will soon meet in our next session. Till then, take care. This is Avjit sir signing off. Thank you.